Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers.
We are in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We've been here for about 4 months. We'll get into why we are here for such a long time later. So our first really foray out was to the Botanical Gardens, and you'll see what was along the way from our place.
We probably would have seen more of the Botanical Garden, or we would have liked to. Some of it was closed, you'll see, but because my knee gives me issue, we could only do so much because we're climbing around the stairs, and, you know.
Yeah. So we'll take you to the first sightings we saw. So let's go.
They do have a wonderful metro system here, both a monorail and a subway and buses, everything you need to get around the city. That's the metro station we just came out. We are currently headed to the Botanical Gardens. We like Botanical Gardens. This is called the Taman Botani Perdana, so it's the Perdana Botanical Gardens. We're down at the very bottom, so this is a long north to south garden. Loving the shade. It's pretty hot here. Wow.
Huh?
A bunch of fish down there. There's Crush. Oh, no.
Pretty.
Kind of reminds me of Singapore. Taman Rusa is deer park. It's nicely shaded in here.
We are on our way to find the hibiscus and orchid section. We just took a brief little side route. We were going to look at the deer enclosure, but it looked like it was going to be quite a ways and then climbing up the hill, so I don't know, not that important right now, since we can see deer in the wild anywhere, everywhere. Don't need to see them in an enclosure, so we're going to spend our time looking at things that are unique to the area. What do you think?
You betcha. Here's a list of the things you can't do in the park. Yes, that is no kissing allowed. You cannot kiss in the park. They have a free bird park. We're gonna go take a look at some free birds. Well, there's a restaurant up here if you get hungry on your nice walk. All right, this is the bird park. All right, this is the entrance, but they charge 85 ringgit, and you can't bring in a backpack or water or anything like that. We're not gonna go in because we have backpacks and we have cameras and stuff, and I'm not gonna leave that up front. All right, they have an orchid garden up here, and there's a hop-on, hop-off bus stop here. So if you take the hop-on, hop-off bus, you can come up to the orchid garden. We might have to go do that. Get a good view of KL from a bus. Looks like it's closed. Seems to be the story of everything right now. Everything's closed.
So is that not open either?
I don't know.
Well, there's a gate right there that's closed, so...
You shall not pass there either.
It's not. Yeah, it's kind of I don't know, deceiving, I would say.
It is winter here.
Doesn't matter. Why would that matter?
They do have some really interesting looking buildings here. We're gonna go see Stonehenge. Yes, Stonehenge here in Malaysia. And there we have it, the 8th wonder of the world, the Malaysian Stonehenge. This wonder of the world is right up next to the planetarium. So you can see the planetarium and then see the 8th wonder of the world. Here's a look at the National Mosque from the Botanical Gardens. We'll try to get closer someday and maybe go in. But right now we're kind of thirsty and hungry. I think we're gonna go for food. That crossing exit kind of lets you down into the museum area, and there's some like old locomotives and some statues, things like that. Hop off stop number 20. That is the Merdeka. That is the second tallest, well, currently the second tallest building in the world. And you're gonna see plenty of video and pictures of it from here on out. We also have a sky tower kind of in between here and the Petronas Towers. We'll get to the Petronas Towers later. They are still working on this tower in this area, so this is what they've got going. It's not quite finished. Yeah, that's tall. All right, we've climbed to a higher point so we can get a view of KL. That looks like a cool street down there, full of life and food. It is not open, so we are not going to be able to go into it. Maybe next time we come back through KL, we can go up into it.
Well, that was the Botanical Gardens and the surrounding areas. That was our first jaunt about. It was quick, and after that we really didn't do much, but we'll get into that later.
Well, it felt like we were out there for a while because, of course, it's very warm here. But and we did a lot of like going up and down hills, as you saw.
Yeah.
And that was a little tiring, for at least for me.
Yeah, it was tiring. Some things were paid to get into, some things were closed.
Yeah.
There was a couple things we wanted to see. We wanted to see the orchid garden, that was closed.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes that happens along the way, and you just, you know, we'll be back sometime.
Yes, we will be back. So we hope you enjoyed that visit, and there's much more to come on Malaysia starting next week. Lucky you. But until then, bye.
Bye. You want to try that again now?
Where are we starting?
They do say, no, do not adjust your sets. We are not in England, even though you see Stonehenge right behind us. We are in Kuala Lumpur. Okay. I'll try to get closer someday and get it up close and personal. Okay.
Oh, it's still recording.